Hi friends, I am Rijo. Today we are planning to discuss the topic Azure Point-to-Site VPN Active Directory Authentication. So what is Azure Active Directory Authentication means? Allow user to sign to Azure using their organization credential, means Active Directory Domain credential. So what is the configuration requirement? You need it to the Radius server integrated with your Active Directory AD server or domain controller, and you can install your Radius server or Active Directory either on premises or Azure VNet. And if you are install your Radius or Active Directory on premises, you need require the site-to-site VPN connection. So we will go for the demo. So what we are planning to here, you can see here I put this one is on premises, this one your virtual network in the Azure area, okay, because we have the VM. My aim is I need to connect the client device to our VM using Active Directory Domain user, okay. So what is the step we will go for here? So just we will give the introduction for the here also. So what we need to do, we just make first we make site-to-site VPN tunnel with our own premises to our virtual network, first step. So after that we need to install our Radius server. Then after that we need to configure our VPN gateway, point-to-site VPN gateway. Then after that we will just connect to our client device to our virtual network. So we will go for the each task. So what is the first task? We need to create the VNet and subnet for the virtual network. So now I go to the portal. I will make for the task 1. So now we reach our portal. So just I will go for the creating the resource group. So just click resource group, then create. Then here we just enter RJ demo AD. AD VPN. Just then region I will select for UA. Okay. Then after next review and create. So now the resource group is creation completed. So after that I just go to our virtual network. Then I will create the network. So just creating for the subnet for the gateway and subnet for our VM. So resource group I previously created demo. Then here I will put VNet AD VPN. Okay. Then same region, then click in next. Here I will skip the security. Then IP address space I just starting for 10.10. Then here I will start for the first one subnet purpose virtual network gateway. Here we need to put the gateway address starting 10.1 and size automatic, that's okay. Then I will add one subnet also my VM. Yes, subnet VM. Yeah, 01, it's okay. So I will put 2. So I just now I will add the 2 subnet. So my address space 10.10.0.0 size 16. So just go for next and review and create. So we complete our task 1. Okay. So we will go for test what is our next task. So next task we need to create the VPN gateway and we need to create the VM. So we now going to creating our VM and our virtual private network gateway. Deployment is completed. So we just go for virtual network gateway. Yeah, just click this one. Then after that here you need to give the name GWAD. So region UA North, and we will go for VM gateway 1 generation 1. Here we need to select previously we will create the virtual network. Then after that create IP address, no, pip GW. We need to create the public IP address. We now need to enable the active mode, then disable it. Then we will just go for review and create. Then we just create. So now we will create our virtual network gateway. Its deployment is progress. So next step we need to create for the our VM. Okay, just click for virtual machine, then just for create Azure virtual machine. Then after that, here previously choose the resource group. Here we need to enter the name VM 01. Region same, no need to availability, no need to standard. OS I will go for Windows Azure. Data center edition, it's okay. Then we just same size is default. Then we will give with your name, then enter the password. Here also enter the password, repeat the password. Then select the inbound port, then go to next disk. Then I just go for standard, then networking. Here we will select the previously created virtual network, and subnet is also our public IP address is automatically created. Next monitoring, then advanced, tag, review and create. So what happened, we will create our virtual machine. So validation is passed, we will just click create. The deployment is progress. We will check for what is our next step. So here we will put okay, task 3. We need to create the site-to-site VNet to on-premise, site-to-site VPN VNet, because we need to connect with our virtual network to our on-premises network. So what we will do, we cannot create because virtual network gateway until now not finish it. So we will skip for task 3, then after task 4, now going to task 4. So we will create for the radius server domain control on premises. Okay, so first we will finish task 4, then we will after finish the our virtual network gateway, then we will go for the task 3. Okay, so just I will show you my on premises settings. This one on premise setting I will show for you. So what I will do there. Okay, I will show you what is my on premises setup. Just I will open my VM workstation. So here I will and this is my Windows Server AD, Active Directory install Windows Server. This for suppose for my VPN gateway, for the site-to-site VPN I install one firewall, and this one DC Windows Server for this one domain controller. So we will just go for each one. Just power on DC server. We will power on DC server. Then virtual machine also we will power on. Suppose virtual machine just power on. So now you understand what is the configuration I done. I just enter 3, one for Windows Server, one for domain control, one for Sophos. My Sophos for the site-to-site VPN connection. So just waiting for the loading. So now the Windows Server is open. I just go for VM, send control or delete. Because this one Windows Server, this one we already installed our Active Directory Domain Service. Okay, so now DC Windows Server. So I just installed the radius server of my domain controller. So I just open my send control or delete. Okay, this one my domain controller. I just install here my radius server. So just waiting for the loading for our system manager. Okay, then we will click add a rule and feature, then click in next, then click in next. Then here you can see network policy and access service. Just click this one, add the feature. So network policy and access service provide network policy server inputs which help you secure security of your network. So we will enter network policy and access, then click in next, install. Okay, installation completed. Just to close it, cancel installation. We just go for the tools. Here you can see your network policy server. Just click network policy server. So this is your radius server policy you need to create. So what is your first step? We need to here go to check register server in the Active Directory. Because currently I register, so it's not showing. If you are new, then you just register server in the Active Directory. Okay. After that, you just go into create your policy. So just go for creating new policy. So here you can see, give your policy name Azure VPN Point-to-Site. Okay. Then after that, type of network server. Here you need to select the remote access server VPN dial and remote desktop. So I just go for the remote access server VPN dial up. Then I just click for next. So here you need to specify the condition. Specify the condition, determine whether the network policy valid and where you want to apply for this policy. So here you can see we needed to apply for our user group. So we need to create one user group. Then after that we will apply this one. Okay. So just we will go for our Windows server. Then we will go for adding one group. Here you can see your Active Directory user and group. Then create one group. So here I will Azure VPN P Azure P Point-to-Site. Azure VPN Point-to-Site. Just copy this one. Then we will click OK. So after that we need to add the here one user. So where we will check what is the username is available here. So here you can see Rijo is available. So we will add Rijo to your newly generated, create the group. Okay. So just to go for here, double click member, add member, Rijo, check name, it's available. Then click OK. Then apply OK. So we will add the group for the Rijo at rijoskill.com user domain. Okay. So after that we need to finish this step. We just go into add our condition for our radius server. So just to go for radius server, user group, add the group, just to click, check name, yeah, Azure VPN, then click OK, then click OK, then next, access granted or access, we need to grant the access client connection attempt to match the condition of this policy. Okay, then click next, and here you need to enter what the authentication configuration authentication required to connection request to match the policy. So I just go into configure this one, then remove all. Okay, then we will click OK. Then remaining all the default step I will just go into here, then I will finish. So what happened, you can see here Azure VPN property is already created. So what is our next step? We need to create our radius client server. So how to we can create a radius client server? So just click the radius client, then create new. So here you need to give the friendly name again. So what is your friendly name? P2S Azure. Okay, here we need to give your virtual network gateway address space. Okay, so we will go for our Azure, then we will check what is the address space for our virtual network gateway. So here we can go, okay, just go for here your virtual network VNet. So here you can see the subnet. So your subnet gateway subnet 10.10.1.0. So just to copy this one. Again we will go to our radius server. So paste it here. 10.1.0. Then verify. Then resolve it. Then click OK. So here you need to manually type shared create. Here we need to create our shared secret key. So what I will do, ABC123. ABC123. So don't forget this shared secret, because this secret key is using for our radius server from Azure to our on-premise servers connection. Okay. So ABC123, just to keep it. Then click OK. So now you can see your P2 Azure Radius client is also connected. So we now complete our Radius client setup in our Windows domain controller. Okay, so domain controller. So now we will go for again our virtual network gateway. We will configure our virtual network gateway. So now we will check if the virtual network gateway completed. Yeah, the deployment is succeeded. So what we will go, we will just go into our virtual network gateway. Just to go into resource group, RJ demo. So here you can see your virtual network gateway. Okay, this virtual network gateway, you can see here configuration, point to site configuration. Okay, so before you need to move the point to site configuration, we need to configure our site to site VPN connection. So how to we can configure the site to site VPN connection? So we needed to create one local network gateway. So just to go into local network gateway, then create. So here same resource group, RJ demo VPN. Then after that, yeah, same. So then we will enter the local GW. Okay, then after that we need to enter the IP address. Okay, if you have full qualified domain, we need to enter the. So what is the public IP address of my on-premise network? I will enter here. So just we will need to our public IP address. So I just go for again on-premises VM. So this one our on-premises. So we will check for what is our. So here we need to check our. Just public IP. What is my public IP? So here showing 17. So just to copy this one, 176.18.63.164. Okay. So just again go to our virtual network gateway. So here we need to enter local network gateway 176.18.16. So here you need to enter your address space. So what is your local address space for your on premises? So just to go into here again, we will go just to go into CMD, then IP config. So here 176.16.0, this is your address space. Okay, 16.0/24. So we will enter that address space here, 172.16.16.0/24. okay, then review and create. So just go into, because advanced we don't want to enable the BGP, so that's why directly I will go there and just click create. So we will check the validation. We need to create for our connection with the local network gateway to our VPN gateway. So deployment is succeeded. So just go into again our virtual network gateway. So just click, then here you can see connection. Just we now connect for our gateway to our virtual network gateway, local network gateway to our virtual. So resource group RJ demo VPN. So we will go for here instant connection type is site to site IPsec. Then here we need to create site to site S2S VPN on premises. Okay, then after the same region, then next setting. So here virtual network gateway, choose your virtual network gateway GW, local network gateway previously like local GB, because previously because this step IK version 2, this one all disable and same the configuration, then connection mode is okay. Then click in next tag, review and create. So now I create the connection from local network gateway to our virtual network gateway, then click create. So this deployment also progress. So what we need to do now, another step, we needed to configure our site to site VPN connection in our on premises for Azure Firewall. Okay, sorry, our Sophos Firewall. So just I will go for now on my own premises. So we coming the Windows server. So here this Sophos server. So we need to access from remotely, so from direct internet. So 172.16.16, then 4. Yeah. Now we will get it. We just enter admin. Now we reach our Sophos firewall. We need to configure our site-to-site VPN. So just click site-to-site VPN. Then we need to go for add. Here you need to enter your site-to-site VPN name. S2S VPN Azure. Okay. Then here you need to connection type. I just go for tunnel interface. Gateway type, initiate the connection. Active on save, then dual, it's okay. So description, if you need to, this one site to site VPN connection, enter the connection type. Then here you need to go for your profile Microsoft Azure, and here you need to give a pre-shared key. So how to we will get the pre-shared key? We just go into our virtual network gateway again. So here you need to come. So just go for your virtual network gateway. Okay. Then here you can see connection. Then click the connection. Then authentication. So here you can get your pre-shared key. So what is our pre-shared key? ABC1234. Just to copy that ABC312345. Just paste it. Check ABC31234. Repeat paste ABC31234. So just to remove. Okay, after that here you need to enter the gateway IP address. So this one we need to enter the virtual network gateway IP address. So again we will go for our portal. So just go for Azure demo. Here you can, this is your gateway, virtual network gateway. This is your public gateway. So this one is your gateway IP address. Just to copy that one. Paste. Just to remove this. Okay. Same. Close this one. Then check IP address. Same IP address. Just copy. Okay. Then after that, listening interface. We need to give your WAN interface to here. You need to check here. So you can see here, this is your WAN interface. I will show you how to. So interface configuration, just click 1. So this one your local internet gateway. Then here you can see 192.160.11.227 your WAN interface. Just go for there, and 192 gateway IP address 192.168.11.55. Here 192.11. Then here also we will select for IP address. So local coming 192.168.11.55. Okay. Then after that we just go for save. Then click OK. IPsec connection is connecting. IPsec connection is established successfully. So now the connection is completed. So next one we need to create our tunnel interface. So just go to network. So here you need to double click. You can see now tunnel interface coming. Just double click. So XM tunnel, you need to give your IPv4 net mask. So what is your IPv4 net mask? You need to give here. So how to we will get this one? So just go to your site-to-site VPN, configure VPN gateway. So here we already created the configuration for the site to site. Just click that one, site to site VPN. Because your remote gateway, so how do you get it? Just go to resource group, gateway type. Otherwise you can click the connection on premise. Just click the connection. Here you just go for configuration, overview, then download the configuration. So because currently we don't have here our device, so go to generic, family, device, parameter, frame it, generic sample, then download. So after download this one, double click open. So after that you can go for tunnel interface, VT configuration. So what is your IP address? 168.254.256. Just copy this one, go to here, paste it. Then here you need to 250.27, 250.224. Just we will confirm. Yeah, 252. Okay, then you can see here IPTP address MS 1350. Okay, 252. Then here we need to go for advanced setting, override MS 1350. So final after that you just save your tunnel interface. Okay, update the interface. So now we will update our interface. So after that we just click the routing. So we need to add the static routing. So here we need to click the add. So where you want destination IP network, so we need to give our destination IP address for network mask. So we need to give the virtual network gateway, virtual network address. So we will go to our VNet again, go for your virtual network. So here you just go for address space. This is your address space 10.10.0.0.16. You can give for here, copy, because this is your address space. So just go. Okay, 25. No, this one we will give for 16. Okay, destination IP or network we need to connect for 10.10.0.06. okay, so just we need to give the gateway, it's going to black. Then we will select our interface as it's okay. Metric is also you can put 1, it's okay. Then okay, 10.10.0, then click enter. So now we add our route or static route also. So after that you need to go for rules and policy. So we already create the rules, so I will describe. So S2S firewall rules. So here source IP LAN and VPN, and source network any network. So here also destination LAN and VPN, destination IP any network. So just save it. Okay, so you need to create your rule. Okay, so I already created. So now we almost our step is completed. So we just, what we will do, we just remote desktop connection for our virtual network gateway. So just go into our VM. So what is our private type? 10.10.2.4. just to copy this 10.10.2.4. again you coming your, so then we will just go for remote desktop, same 10.10.2.4 show more. We will test we can connect for our VM from our on premises to our Azure virtual network. See, we can connect it. See, our connection is established. So our site-to-site VPN connection is now working. So we configure our site-to-site VPN connection. So what is our next step? We need to create our point-to-site configuration in the virtual network gateway. So just we need to go for our portal, then we will configure our virtual network gateway. So we already create our radius server, so we need to create our authentication for the radius server. So just go for Control or delete. Okay, we already created, so we just configure in the point to site configuration. So source group, just go to demo gateway, then after that point to site configuration. So here configure, now we need to configure authentication type Azure radius authentication. Just click this one, then here you need to give your address pool. So I just go for 10 dot. This address pool will be deliver the IP address for the client device for who will be connect for your VNet. So I will give it to 80.10.0/24. Okay, 10.80.10.0/20. So here tunnel type IK version 2 I will give radius. So what is your primary server IP address? Means your radius server IP address. So we will go for the VM on the DC, we will check what is the IP address. Coming your this is your radius server, we just go for, so 172.16.16.70, that is your IP address. Sure, just we will go for again IP config, yeah, 172.60.60.70. okay, so we will give that one IP address for here. So what is my Windows server IP address? IP config, yeah, 16.c. So we will give our radius server IP address. So what is our where you are installing your radius server, give that IP address 172.16.16.7. okay, 172.16.16.17. okay. So this primary secret key, before we are creating in the radius server, that time we give the secret key. So just give that secret key ABC123. okay, so secondary IP not available, so we just go for save. Okay, now the configuration is saving. So what I do, I need to create one remote client. So we need to check the connectivity is working or no. So what I will do, I just create one virtual network, create, because this for my client device, it's another region. So I just go for create a new RJ client. Okay, because this only for the testing purpose, I don't want to Middle East, I just go for East US. Then here we need to give the virtual network name VNet client. okay, then click next, review, and so I just go for what is the IP address, I will just go for 10.90. okay, then I will add the 10. It's okay, 1.VM client. Then create. So now I create one VNet client for, because we need to test the site-to-site connection, point-to-site connection. So I just install one Windows 10 device for this VNet. So deployment completed. So just go for virtual network. So I just go for create one virtual machine. So here the resource group RJ client. So here virtual machine VM Windows 11. So region is your same region, availability zone no need, no standard. Here I will put Windows 11. Okay, then here we will give you the name. RDP I have license. Then next disk. It's okay. Premium networking, we previously create virtual network client and we select that one. Next to management, next to monitoring, then after that review and create. So we complete our task 3. We create our site to site VPN on premises. We already get the connectivity from here to here. Okay, so we just complete task 4 also. Configure point-to-site radius authentication also completed. We already create the radius server also. So next one, we just create the VM of the remote location. This VM I already created for the US location for the remote. So task 6 also completed. So what is the task 7? We need to RDP from remote location. We need to add user. So here we need to give the remote location to our client device connected to our VM using the Active Directory Domain User name and password. Okay, we will check that connectivity. Okay, using point-to-site VPN tunnel. We just go to our portal again. Yeah, deployment is completed. We just go for virtual machine. So your Windows 11 device is completed. So you can see location is US. So we need to connect VM Windows 11 to our virtual network. So just go to open Windows 10 11 machine. So just copy your, then we will go for remote desktop connectivity. Public IP address 402010. Then give you the name, then connect, enter the password. Just click yes. So this is our Windows 11 remote client device. So just opening now. You can see now our remote desktop connection for our. So now our Windows 11 device client device is open. So I just go for here. We need to install the VPN client configuration for here. Okay, so how to we can do, we just download the VPN client file and we will install here our. Okay, so just we will go for again our Azure VPN gateway. So just coming here, resource group, virtual network gateway. So here you just go to point-to-site configuration. So we already configure, we just download the VPN client. Download suspicious file is completed. So we just go for here, we just copy this file, then we go to our client device Windows 11. So this is your Windows 11, just paste it here. So we paste, then we will extract, show the extractor. Okay, after that you can see here Windows AMD 64 configuration. We just install this in our device. Just a double click. Are you sure? Yes. Yeah, VPN setting, go to VPN settings. So here VNet AD VPN. So we try to connect. So here we need to enter the username and password. So we coming our Windows server. We just go into our, we need one of the username and password. Okay, here we just go for, because we already add this user Rijo. So Rijo we add already in the our member of our domain other group Azure VPN. So we will take our Rijo. Okay, Rijo at rijoskill.com. So just again we go to our Windows 11 device. Okay, here I will enter Rijo at rijoskill.com. Then we need to enter the password. After that, click to connect. We will check the connectivity. Wow. See, now our local client machine VNet is connected. So what is our aim? We need to remotely desktop connection for our VNet virtual network gate device. Okay. Open the remote desktop connection. Yeah, click remote desktop connection. So now we need to enter the private IP address of our VNet virtual machine. Okay, so whatever the private IP address, go to here, then virtual machine. So this is your VM01, the virtual machine. So private IP address 10.10.0.10.10.2.4, right? Just copy. Again coming your, okay, then go to show more, username admin P, then click connect. Just enter the password. See, name of the certificate remote computer VM01, just click yes. See, now we can remotely connect our virtual network VM machine to our client device. Client, we host the client device in the US, and we have any connectivity with our virtual network. So we install our point-to-site configuration, then we just connect for our client. So we need to check again. So just I will minimize this one. So here your VPN is already connected. So here VNet VPN. So just go to the settings. So here the VPN already connected, right? So what I will do, I just disconnect this one. So now I disconnected. I just go to see, now your remote desktop connection also disconnected. You cannot connect your remote desktop. So now you understand how we can do the Active Directory Domain Authentication point-to-site VPN connection in the Radius server. So we connect our client device to our virtual machine through site to point-to-site VPN client. Okay. So now I wind up my topic. If you like my video, please subscribe my channel and support me. Thank you so much.